And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be showing my first level 60 crafting macro. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So this macro is for items which will be used for collectibles. So in this case, we're making Marang Lace, which is 919 difficulty, 70 durability, 7,339 quality. And the macro is broken into 3 parts. The first part you always hit. The second part you hit if you have 7 stacks of Inacquire or more. And the third one is if you have less than 7 stacks, then the third one is like an abort. It's like a fail macro. So if I show you, make sure as well, obviously, when you're making collectible items, that it's needed for the day by checking Rowena's House of Splendors. And also make sure that you've pre-selected collectible synthesis. The shared abilities which are needed for this macro, specifically for the macro itself, are Ingenuity II, Innovation, Careful Synthesis 2, and Comfort Zone. So they're the abilities needed. And these are all the shared abilities I use on all crafts, which I did discuss in a video I made a long time ago explaining which cross-class abilities I use on all crafts to make sure all my macros work. And for now, that hasn't changed. So I haven't looked at really using the new abilities and macros. I haven't done specialism yet. But for now, this is how I'm going to get towards specialism. So let's synthesize. Let's open up the macros so we can see what it's doing. Okay, so many macros. Like I said, this macro will be in the description of the video. And the thing is, guys, I can't put angle brackets, these brackets, or square brackets, whatever they're called, in the description of YouTube videos. That's why I replace them with brackets. But in the game, they need to be or triangle brackets, whatever you want to call them. These, like, less than, bigger than symbols. So let's hit the first macro. And make sure as well you use CP food. Ideally you want more than 410 CP to do this rotation. So the first rotation is Comfort Zone, Inacquire, Steady Hand 2, 5 Hasty Touches. So this doesn't bother taking into account tricks of the trade or anything like that. If it succeeds, it succeeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and we just purposely fail it. Okay. And to be honest, I have made a few of these items now, something like 6 or 7 of them, using this macro, and I haven't had any fails so far. So it's not to say that it's immune, but it could fail. So anyway, when the 5 Hasty Touches have worn out Steady Hand 2, then renew Steady Hand 2, another Hasty Touch, of which you have 10 durability left, Master's Mend 2, 2 more Hasty Touches. So because we have more than 7 or more stacks of Inacquire, we can hit the finishing macro, which is this. So let's hit macro number 2, which is Steady Hand, Great Strides, Innovation, and then Byregot's Blessing. So you can see that goes straight to 100%. And we then do Steady Hand, Ingenuity II, Freestand with Synthesis, at which point we pretty much don't have enough CP right now to hit a 4th standard synthesis till we upgrade our gear, and then Careful Synthesis 2, which is more than enough to finish. Done. And my stats at the moment, I'm still wearing my level 55 gear, so I have got 559 Craftmanship, 499 Control. All I've melded onto the left side gear is 5 Craftmanship and 3 CP in every case. I'm using the level 55 main hand tool with 3 Control on it. The offhand, I'm using the level 53 offhand with 3 CP. And then I'm using between levels 54 and 57 accessories. All of them have got melded CP on them. So that plus Bula base means I've got 415 CP. So, you know, hopefully this macro will work for you guys like it has been working for me. The reason I'm making all of these collectibles is so that I can get Blue Scrips, so I can buy all the Master Recipe books, then I can buy the Adept gear, and so on. And so for now, I will keep a note of this macro. I won't ever change it because it does show you how to have that sort of that stepping stone, that bridge between just being level 60 with low level gear to pushing on further. So obviously I will keep a note of all the different macro sets I create. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.